Hey, welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're digging into a pretty radical idea from a top cancer surgeon, Dr. Anshuman Kumar. He believes that to truly prevent the diseases we all fear, we have to stop just treating the symptoms. Instead, we need to find the fire that's causing them in the first place and put it out for good. So, let's break down how to do that.
All right, let's just kick things off with a huge question. What if the big diseases we worry about, cancer, diabetes, what if they aren't the real problem? What if they're just the smoke, and for decades we've been completely ignoring the fire that's actually burning down the house?
Well, that's exactly what this is all about. We're going to walk through Dr. Kumar's framework, which is designed to do just that. The goal here is to stop swatting at the smoke and finally start pouring water on the fire right at its source.
Okay, so first things first, we need to totally reframe how we even think about cancer. And to do that, Dr. Kumar uses this really powerful analogy to make it all make sense. He calls them terrorists in your body.
So let me ask you a question, and it might sound a little scary at first. Are there cancer cells forming inside your body, like right now?
And the answer, believe it or not, is yes, every single day. In my body, in your body, in everyone's body. But wait, don't panic. This is actually totally normal. Our bodies are built to handle this, as long as our internal police force is strong and doing its job.
And here's where that analogy really clicks. Imagine your body is a massive, bustling city. Your 30 trillion cells, they're the citizens, just going about their day. And your immune system, that's the police force, keeping everything peaceful. Now, cancer cells, they aren't some foreign invader. No, they're citizens that have gone rogue. They've turned into terrorists, but only after being tormented for years by modern life. Toxins, terrible food, and constant stress.
So that terrorist idea leads us right to the main problem with how we usually approach getting sick. We're so focused on fighting the terrorist that we forget to ask, hey, why are they showing up in the first place? And that brings us to the huge difference between the smoke and the fire. Dr. Kumar puts it so bluntly. He says, cancer is a manifestation, not a disease. Think about that. It means a tumor is basically just a warning light on your car's dashboard. And for too long, our approach has been to just put a piece of black tape over the light instead of, actually checking the engine.
And here's that difference, laid out plain and simple. On one side, you've got the smoke. These are the symptoms we all recognize and give names to: cancer, type 2 diabetes, heart disease. But on the other side, that's the fire. The real root cause is simmering deep inside us, things like chronic inflammation and insulin resistance. And here's the absolute key. These root causes are foodable, meaning we can fix them with what we eat. They're not just druggable.
Let's just take insulin resistance as an example. Dr. Kumar tells this great story to explain it: the thief and the gangster. So the thief is all this extra sugar or glucose just roaming around in your bloodstream where it really shouldn't be. In response, your body sends in the gangster, a big surge of insulin to clean up the mess. But the gangster's method is pretty rough. It just aggressively shoves all that glucose into your liver and fat cells to hide it. Over time, that leads to fatty liver, obesity, and even more insulin resistance. Pretty soon, the gangster is causing way more damage than the thief it was sent to stop.
So, if those are the fires burning inside us, what's the fuel? Well, according to Dr. Kumar, the number one source is our daily food choices. And he's got another amazing analogy for this one: God's kitchen versus Satan's kitchen. And the difference couldn't be more obvious, right? On one hand, you have God's kitchen. That's everything as nature made it. Real, whole foods that actually build you up and help you fight disease. And on the other hand, you have Satan's kitchen. That's basically the middle aisles of the supermarket. All the packaged, processed stuff that's been engineered to do one thing: feed disease. He sums it up with a line that's impossible to forget: P for processed, P for poison. I mean, it's that simple. These foods are designed for a long shelf life for sure, but they often contribute to a much shorter health span for us.
And let's make this real for a second. A single can of soda has 39 grams of sugar in it. For most women, that's nearly double the entire recommended intake for a whole day, gone in just a few sips. It's just wild.
This is why Dr. Kumar makes this absolutely stunning comparison. He says sugar is alcohol for children. And when you stop and think about it, he's right. Both are addictive. Both can cause fatty liver disease. Both dramatically increase your risk for chronic illness. The damage they do to the body is just terrifyingly similar. Okay, so that's a lot about the problem and what's causing it. So, what do we actually do about it? Let's get into the good stuff. Dr. Kumar's super simple but really powerful 4-step health formula.
The entire blueprint for getting healthy can be boiled down to a simple little acronym: MMMS. This is your guide, your roadmap to putting out that fire.
The first M is for meal. Now, all these rules are important, but let's focus on the biggest game changer here, the sequence you eat in. Always start your meal with fiber, like a big salad. What this does is it creates this kind of mesh lining in your gut that slows way down the absorption of sugar from any carbs you eat later. This one little trick can totally prevent that huge insulin spike that fuels the fire.
Next up, the second M, movement. And look, this is not about killing yourself at the gym. It's all about consistency. A simple 10-minute walk after every meal is one of the most powerful things you can do. It acts like a sponge. Your muscles literally soak up the glucose from your bloodstream, which gives your insulin, remember the gangster, a lot less work to do.
The third M is for mind stuff. And this is so important because your mental health is a physical health issue. It's not separate. When you're chronically stressed or anxious, your body releases hormones that literally fuel inflammation. That's the fire we're trying to put out. So filtering what you let into your mind is just as important as filtering what you eat. It's not a luxury, it's essential for healing.
And finally, S is for sleep. This one is completely non-negotiable. Sleep is when your body's police force, your immune system, does its most important patrols, cleaning up cellular junk and repairing damage. Every single tip on this list, from making your room a pitch-black cave to shutting off screens, is all about one thing: helping your body produce as much melatonin as possible, because that's the hormone that runs the entire night shift repair crew.
So we'll leave you with this. This is probably the single most powerful question you can ask yourself, starting with your very next meal. With every single bite you take, are you feeding disease or are you fighting it?